Like in terms of not only about the basic log exceptions and logging, you could actually, as we saw, the performance counter also can be captured to analyze our application health, like memory leaks or CPU utilization, disk queuing, hot areas, etc., etc. Quick, you might want to use this cheat profiler, and just use some setting in your performance configuration setting and write the stopwatch and lengthy operations. It is a very basic mechanism of figuring out lengthy operation taking how much of time. I can transfer this information because we are using diagnostic stress right line. It will go to bad logs table. Some of the just before we come to the tips, this kind of tips, storage considerations, we have to always keep in mind what kind of storage and bandwidth we are using, how long you want to retain the data, what is the local buffer which we want to use, because if the quota is not able to get all the information, it will write the previous logs, the older logs. Dedicated or multiple storage accounts might be a good idea because we have a lot of storage. We don't want to get that into application specific storage. So there are a few tips. Prefer separate storage for diagnostics, very good idea, because you don't want to mix your application storage account and your diagnostic account, just to take care of throughputs for that storage, and also to separate it out for operational purposes. Prefer trace logs because that is going to get generally to the bad logs table or any other mechanism like writing to XML or CSV or file, because since it is in bad logs table, it is very easy to query that information. You can filter it out, you can write multiple information, write multiple queries on that, you can write tools to get critical information from the table storage. That's why we prefer to write it to access as compared to files. Counters like performance counter, custom counter suggest that the sampling should be around 1 or 2 minutes, not less than that. If you take 5 seconds, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds sampling, anyway, it is not going to make a lot of difference in your analysis, health analysis. But at the same time, it is going to cost a lot of transactions and a lot of volume of the data. Transfer period of 5 minutes is recommended because you don't want to actually use that bandwidth consistently from virtual machine to transfer the data to Azure storage. You don't want to make it very frequently, like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. 5 minutes is something which we think is recommended for this kind of environment. Yeah, this is standard diagnostics thing. Implement multiple levels of logging. Do not write everything as information or everything as error, or only handle only errors. You might want to handle multiple things like error, warnings, information verbose, and accordingly filter the information. To begin with, generally it is always error, and if you errors and warning, if you want to get more details, then you can change your filter, logging filter to information or verbose to get more information. And we can also use a very good mechanism, Windows Azure PowerShell, to remotely configure your diagnostics information on that. So the references enabling diagnostics in Windows Azure and PowerShell commands. So I am done with my presentation. Let us